Hi, this is Bear, and we are going to demonstrate Leave It. You can use an object or food to teach Leave It. Now this is more advanced, so we're not going to introduce this yet. We are going to start off small, and we're going to use a kibble. We are going to teach your puppy the word Leave It. And how we do this is we're going to put the food in the hand, and we're going to put it right in front of the dog, and the dog is going to nudge it, rub it, sniff it, lick it, try to get the treat. That is fine. But we're not going to give the treat. The minute the dog pulls away or looks at you or looks away is when you reward the Leave It. So Bear and I are going to demonstrate that right now. So I'm going to put it in front of him. Good, leave it. He did a little nudge but looked away. Now you can use a clicker and click the minute they look away or pull away. That's fine. You can use a clicker. It's whatever you want to use. Right now I'm not using one. I'm just going to use verbal praise and of course give the treat the minute they leave it. So I'm going to change my position. Because how dogs learn is that even though they learn from this position to leave it, sometimes if you put it over here, they think, hey, I can still go after the treat. So always change your position and teach the Leave It. So we're going to change it to here. Good, leave it. Did a little nudge. Go put it in front. Good, leave it. Didn't even touch it then. He's learning. Good, leave it. Leave it. He looked away. The reason why I didn't give him the treat right away, he was sniffing the floor and now he was still trying to look for the treat. So I want to make sure he looked away and reward the Leave It. Good boy. Once they learn the word Leave It, then you can start teaching it with your hand. Leave it. Good, leave it. See, he left it right away and you reward it. Once the dog learns the word Leave It from your hand, then you can try to introduce the treat and put it on the floor. So we're going to put the treat on the floor and tell Bear, leave it. Good, leave it. Now what you could do if the dog tries to lunge after the treat is you could use a treat and lure the dog to look at you. Good, look at me. Good, leave it. That's still teaching the dog, leave it. Good, look at me. Good, leave it. Once he gets past that, you can quit having the dog look at you and try the food again. So I'm going to use a banana here because it's a little more advanced, but he can do it. Leave it. Good, leave it. So you notice he immediately looked at me and then go after the tree. And I'm going to jackpot. Jackpot is to make it very reinforcing. So I had a little more kibble, like 4 or 5 pieces of kibble. But then I can fade it back to 1. Good, leave it. Good job. Now, because he's a service dog, I will not let him take the treat off the floor, no matter what. Because I don't want him to think that anytime he sees food on the floor, he can take it. Now I know in some training videos and some trainers that they'll do the Leave It, and once the dog leaves it, they allow them to take the food off the floor. But we're not going to do that because he's a service dog. So it's up to you how you want to teach it, but we felt this is the best way to teach Leave It. Because if you sometimes allow the dog to take the treat off the floor, you're saying sometimes they're allowed to have food off the floor. So we're not going to teach Bear that, are we?